Hello and welcome to VendOp News, where I cover the weekly happenings in the supply chain and procurement market. My name is Jay Bartels, and let's just dive right in. First Digest today takes a look at how women can help add diverse experience and perspective to today's supply chains. Traditionally, companies were focused internally on cost and efficiency. But over the last 5 years, and especially since COVID-19, supply chains are increasingly looking outward. This is a growing focus on customer needs, supplier diversity, and social responsibility. And with this change in focus comes the opportunity to include more women in supply chain leadership. Research solidly demonstrates that diversity leads to innovation and productivity. One study even showed that women are statistically more likely to introduce new innovations to their company. But in North America, the percentage of women in senior roles remains under 20%. We face many obstacles when it comes to integrating more women in operational supply chain roles. For one thing, there's a limited talent pool available to hire from. To overcome this, companies and universities need to do more to encourage women to take this career path. Diverse supply chain teams can better anticipate the market, and not just through innovation. Purchasing power is another area in which a female perspective is beneficial. Studies have shown that even when the end user is male, the party responsible for making the purchasing decisions is frequently female. This is a valuable perspective we need in order to diversify global supply chain leadership. Pfizer and biotech announced this week that a new vaccine candidate has a 90+% efficacy. As cases of COVID-19 exceed 52 million cases worldwide, this is pretty exciting news. But the path from vaccine to vaccination is going to depend on supply chain innovations. To begin the discussion, the Pfizer vaccine requires 2 doses. These 2 doses must be kept at -90 degrees during shipping. This creates the need for special packaging that can withstand shipment with dry ice and maintain the proper temperature. In addition to these challenges, the vaccine has a shelf life of only 10 days. This requirement piles on the additional pressure of air shipping in a supply chain environment where air capacity is currently down by at least 40%. And assuming all logistical requirements are met for shipping and distribution, more issues remain. When U.S. states needed to order personal protective gear at the beginning of the pandemic, things went sideways. We cannot have states battling each other over vaccine orders, not to mention the rest of the world. And what about potential dry ice shortages? Right now, experts are estimating a 30 to 40% shortage for dry ice. And that's not just for vaccine transportation. That is a projected shortage for every industry currently implementing dry ice in their supply chains, from other medicines to Alaskan salmon shipments. And then there's that final mile of administration. Assuming we can get the vaccine everywhere it is needed, many places are not equipped to receive it. Cold chain equipment in the Middle East and African supply chains are certainly not up to the task. This leaves us with a serious need for last mile delivery capabilities for each country. The conditions required for the vaccine demand education and flawless execution. There needs to be intense tracking, adequate supply chains, and adequate cold transport and storage. So while it is exciting news that a vaccine is on the horizon, supply chains have a lot of work to do to make this vaccine a reality for people around the world. Our final article today takes a look at federal agencies using artificial intelligence to streamline their procurement processes. The Department of Homeland Security and the Internal Revenue Service both report success with their AI implementations. They report that utilizing AI allows their human procurement teams to dedicate more of their time to complex issues. The IRS is already reporting a 78% ROI on the AI initiatives in place. One such initiative at the IRS employs bots to quickly scan and ensure that employees have covered the latest regulations, policies, and clauses. Another IRS bot scans for pre-award compliance. DHS is using AI to read and identify past reports and relevant records to help with contracting decisions. And each AI prototype was required to explain why reports were suggested as relevant. The goals in both agencies revolve around increasing the accuracy of information while limiting the manual work required. And since procurement processes for both agencies are target-rich environments for automation, there are plenty of opportunities to implement more AI assistance in the future. Thank you for watching VendOp News. Again, my name is Jay Bartels. I'm the CEO of VendOp. At VendOp, we manage the performance of vendors and suppliers and save companies millions of dollars per year. If you would like to join a panel discussion with other industry leaders, reach out to me via LinkedIn or email me at jay@vendop.com. Thanks again for taking the time this week.